All right. So I wanted to film. I'm doing a video about the Zakk Sabbath birthday concert that we went to for my birthday.
Yes.
And showing all the clips.
Yes.
You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
I was.
But I thought it'd be fun to get the Angela perspective on.
Stop it.
See, it'd probably be better if they were running around.
Maybe.
The Angela perspective on the Big Rock Show. So, okay. So what did you think about the gig?
Oh, it was great. Okay, so I've been to Zakk Sabbath before.
Yeah.
We went
January. Was it January? January of this
something
year.
Something like that. Yeah, so it was almost a full year. But we went with our son Aiden, so I'd already experienced the Zakk Sabbath aspect of it. But I don't know. It seemed like this was a better show.
I think, yeah. The venue is a different venue. This was at
probably.
This was at Tana Hills in Fort Worth, which is that's your dog.
I know, because he knows. I mean,
okay. The venue was nicer.
You want to cut
and newer? Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
Just edit there. A little bit. One. Okay. Different position.
You were saying?
Yes.
The venue was nicer.
The venue was much nicer because the last one we went to was an old theater.
I think it was the
in Mesquite.
Yes.
In
Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Different atmosphere. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It was a much different atmosphere because it was Christmas time. And everything was decorated, and it seemed more family friendly. But I have to say, I said this before because a lot of my friends were like, I can't believe you went to that concert. Not that it was like a bad concert, but they know me. That's just not my style. And I told them even last time, I was like, I was so pleasantly surprised by the family connected, like everybody that went to the concert seemed like a family. It was just like, it wasn't like how I imagined it. I kind of was like thinking it's going to be like the 90s, and it's going to be a lot of thrashing, and it's going to be just
mosh pitting,
just completely like headbanging, and just, I mean, there was to a certain extent, but not like a mosh pit type stuff. And it just seemed like a lot of great people coming together to enjoy great music. That's what I took, and I'm very
you can't have coffee buttercup.
I'm very sensitive towards atmospheres and people's personalities, and if there's danger or if there's just a very negative influence in the air, and I didn't feel that at all on both instances. If it's not one animal, it's the other.
Unfortunately, you can't. Nobody can see her climbing on the piano.
Yes.
We live in a zoo.
We do.
We live in a zoo.
A little bit. It's okay. We love it.
Yeah, it was great. And, so in January, we did this back in January. We did the whole VIP thing, meet and greet and everything. So I kind of already experienced that. And but this time I wanted to go again and take a different guitar because, like last time, Zakk autographed one of my Epiphone Zakk Wylde guitars. And since then, I got a Wylde audio guitar. So I was like, oh, they're coming back. It's like literally a couple of days before my birthday.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to do it. I'll totally pay for that VIP meet and greet thing. And,
yeah. I got you covered.
That's great. And then Nick, I took it and made a Wikipedia, like a joke. I do.
You ever get a hand cramp signing stuff?
What's that, buddy?
You get a hand cramp signing stuff?
Never. Just get your warmed up for the Big Rock Show. Yeah, of course. How about that? You want me to do this? Oh, thank you. All really?
Last time we came up here, our youngest was with us. We named him after you.
Oh, very cool. Little Zakk.
Well, he's about 6'5" now, but yeah, he's a big old Zakk. Thank you so much, guys.
That was really cool. And
Yeah.
fun. All right, what do you think about? Because we experienced that the last time.
Yes, but different opening bands.
Yeah, different opening bands.
Acts. So,
What do you think about the Iron Maidens?
the Iron Maidens were great. They were very entertaining. I am not an Iron Maiden fan. There's only like 2 songs that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that from way back when, you know, being on the radio or hearing it in friends' cars or stuff like that. But, and then of course with Ryan, I've heard some more stuff like that with Ryan than my whole entire life. They were very entertaining and very talented. They knew how to put on a show. I think it took them a minute to kind of warm up just a little bit and get into the groove. And I think that has to do with the fact that there were women and it was predominantly men.
Yeah, I think they're used to that though.
I know they're
It's
used
kind
to
of
it, but it's still, when it's that intimate and it's like, you know, I don't know. The feeling that they were
What
exuding.
What was interesting is as soon as they came on, the very first song, I've never seen them before, but I've heard of them and stuff. But as soon as they started playing, I saw the bass player immediately took out one of her in-ears and it was like, I can't hear. She was like,
Oh
like
man.
so like on the very first song, because I was watching her and I was like,
Yeah.
she took out an in-ear and then was like looking at the other people like, I can't hear anything.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, oh, she's not getting anything in her in-ears.
Oh,
I'm like,
gosh.
oh.
So she has to play to the,
That
sound
sucks.
of the room.
You know what I mean? So like she wasn't getting her full monitor mix.
That's the worst.
And she just kept going.
Yeah.
And like nailed it. It was like, because sometimes you get that from the performer's standpoint. Sometimes your monitor mix is bad or it's not there, and you're just
Right.
like trying to do the thing.
Right.
And it's not what they hear on stage is not what the audience hears.
Right,
But I
100%.
thought that could have thrown them off a little bit if they
Yeah.
had some technical difficulties in the beginning. Stop messing with stuff.
I swear she's gonna get into that essential oils. She doesn't need to do that.
But they were great. Yeah.
Yeah, they were really great. They totally played the whole like room, and they played the I don't know, performed well. They performed really well. They did all the gimmicks. They did the with the clothes and with the the robot guy coming out, the little Terminator dude, and was it like a Reaper or something, like kind of like that. And
the mascot comes out.
Yes, and I thought that was fun, a little gimmicky, but it was still really fun and entertaining. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And they were just really talented. I mean,
they killed
ridiculously talented. I was just watching, the guitar player was in front of me, and she was killing it. She was in it, and I was watching her facial expressions while she was playing, and I'm just like, yeah, you were in the zone. No one is here but you and this guitar. You're just in it. You were in it. And the lead singer was really good. There was a couple of times like when they did was it Run to the Hills, and that last note,
Yeah.
she hit it. She did great. She saved her voice for all the big moments, but she still like wailed. So it was really good. She's totally in the shots.
She's all.
Yeah,
she's all in our
all
business.
my legs are in the shots of the issue.
Hi.
Don't mind us.
Right. So they were great. They were great. Next there was a Led Zeppelin tribute band, Zoso.
Zoso.
What did you think about that?
Yeah, that was different. They were good. I could barely hear because my my earplugs. I had to take them out. Like I would push down on them just a hair because we were in front of the.
We were right in front of one of the subs.
The subs.
So we were getting pounded with bass.
So like the
time.
first, like when the girls were playing. I shouldn't say girls. The when Iron Maidens.
The ladies.
Were playing. The ladies were playing. I looked at Ryan. I was like, I don't think I should be standing here because it was so. The force was so hard on my chest, and I was like, this can't be good for my health at all. But so I couldn't really hear a lot of it until I like pressed down on my earplug, and then I was able to hear like the richness of the song. And so there was a couple of times like if I can kind of make out like his voice, and I was like, because I couldn't tell if it sounded, like Robert Plant or not. So I was just like kind of moving. I was like, okay, yeah, he kind of has that esque. He did a good job.
Yeah.
Mimicking
it's
it just
gotta
a
be
little
hard
bit.
to sing like Robert Plant.
It is.
Like if you're gonna try to emulate someone, That's a tough one
That's
to pull off.
like Freddie Mercury. They just have that unique signature of a voice that you just can't, other than Home Dude from down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were really interesting because I had
They
a
were
friend.
older gentlemen.
Yeah, older than me.
Yeah,
So I'm
they
like,
were
hey.
they were totally in their 50s, mid to late, and they looked the part. They totally went the whole outfits. They're out. I mean, I was looking even at their shoes. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got those at a vintage store. Like you got your clothes at a vintage store that sells stuff from the 70s. It looks like it because people don't sew like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like you don't put pockets on your pants like that anymore. You can't buy that in a normal store unless someone made it for you. So I thought that was really neat. And their hair was, exactly like it was, like a man would wear in the 70s. And
Yeah.
it was a good sound. Their guitar player cracked me up. I was like, okay, you're really in it. You're in it.
Yeah.
You like.
I haven't watched a whole lot of live.
I know,
Led
and I
Zeppelin
asked
videos.
Ryan afterward. I was like, does what did his name?
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page. Okay, I was gonna say that, but then it just left my brain. Jimmy. I was like, did Jimmy Page do that? Did he like waft his music out to the audience?
Was he so expressive?
It was like I've never seen them live other than like a few 70s music catalog. You can buy it now on live.com, live.
I'm guessing, because I haven't watched a whole lot of live Led Zeppelin videos.
Ever.
But I'm guessing Jimmy Page is very physically expressive.
I mean, they all were back then. Everybody was.
They were kind of doing the poses. Like
Yeah.
the pose you would see Robert Plant do in a song or something. The
Yeah.
way he would stand or whatever. So they were doing...
It was very
They were doing all
choreographed,
that.
and I liked that because it made you feel like you were a part of something that was captured that is long gone. Like no one's gonna really experience that ever again. I liked their showmanship. They were really good and talented. They were very talented. They did great. I mean, they were on it with all their songs. It was good.
Yeah, they killed it. It was pretty good.
fun because after they performed and the stage was being set up for Zakk's band, the lead singer, who was, the Robert Plant guy, comes through and he like walked down in front of us, in front of the security fence, and he was like shaking our hands and stuff. I was like, okay, you're cute. That was sweet. Like you were, really doing the whole, like, hey, my fans, type thing. And he seemed really nice. It didn't seem like a very haughty or prideful thing.
Yeah.
If by chance you, man, I don't know your name, ever see this video, I liked that. Keep doing stuff like that. I think that is a really great touch to the performance. So
yeah, they did a really good job. I've seen one other Led Zeppelin tribute band in Dallas, and I guess these guys are probably like pretty up there in the tribute scene since they're on tour with Zakk Sabbath. That's pretty good. They're not just playing, their local area,
Right.
But they were really good. And Zeppelin's one of those ones that's,
I would love to see them as just a band, like just their performance, like go to one of their shows where it's just them and they do like a whole catalog.
Like a whole set.
I would like to actually go see that.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it. I was kind of looking forward to it. They didn't play Stairway though, and I was like, oh man.
I know. The way he was kind of setting up.
How are you gonna not?
They didn't. What song was it at the end that they played?
Should never be.
Yes. So the way
I like that one.
Yeah, no, it's great because it's so. You would think of Led Zeppelin, that's one of the top songs that you think of, but the way he was setting it up, I was like, oh, they're about to play Stairway. I got so excited, my heart kind of fluttered. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I mean, I like it. Because, it's one of those songs that I do sing.
Led Zeppelin has about a billion songs.
Yeah.
I forget how many songs they have, but they have so many. So, and of course, the opening bands, they're going to have a shorter set. They're not.
Right.
Their set wasn't as long as Zakk Sabbath's was, but it was good. And then, of course, Zakk Sabbath came out.
Yep.
And this time, because we saw him in January, we were kind of back in the middle of the crowd. And this time, we were like right up front, right up on the fence.
Yes.
Like there,
yes.
He was like literally right there.
Up the kilt.
Yeah, right up the kilt. And of course, that's why, unfortunately, we're right in front of this giant sub hitting all the bass, but that's also where he was standing. So I wanted to be right where he was standing.
Yeah.
So
which you'll see in the
videos.
How close we were.
And of course,
we could have grabbed it.
Yeah, almost. It was good. They did great. Of course, we saw them back in January, and it was about the same. Come on, cats. It was about this, they were just as good now as they were back in January. What's interesting though is like the show after this, they had to cancel like the next 2 shows because Zakk was sick. Like he lost his voice.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have, so the Fort Worth show.
Couldn't tell.
The next 2 shows after that, I think, got rescheduled because he was sick. But
well, it was rainy and cold for Texas, and Fort Worth gets pretty good. They actually get some action up that way.
Yeah.
But
I noticed in between songs he was going over and he'd grab some water off his amp and drink it. And then he had like a teacup with something.
Yeah, he had tonsil spray.
And he had a little spray bottle. I was like, oh, he's struggling with his voice. I mean, it didn't sound like he was struggling with his voice.
At all. He didn't miss it at all.
Yeah, it killed it.
Yeah.
So.
Even when he would do banter in between, when he would talk a little bit, it would be, especially when he introduced his band. He was going through the whole introductory of his band. He didn't sound like, oh, he sounds sick. Oh man,
You know what I would kind of was. Thought interesting though with the bands is like I kind of wish they would have had a little bit more on stage conversation, like talk. To the audience. Like not a lot of bands don't do, they just play and you go.
Right.
But like I've watched a lot of Opeth stuff. Of course they're Swedish, and so the guy Michael, the singer, like in between songs he'll like talk to the audience and he'll like crack jokes and stuff. Yeah. And he's very like self-deprecating and like we'll say like well, or he's like very what do they call that? We're like, well, I'm the greatest there is, so let's play this song. Like, but sarcastically, right? You know, but I think it's funny, and it's not choreographed because you know you see some bands like you go to every single show and the guy he says the same thing here between every song. We have their own little. It's all the same, but with some bands it's like he didn't say that at last night's show. He's saying something different. Oh yeah. Because of this crowd, but I kind of wish there was a little bit more of that. Yeah. You know, and Zakk's pretty funny, and he's has an odd sense of humor. But I was kind of like, I kind of wish they would have said a little bit more in between the songs. But that's just me. Some people are probably like, nah, just get to the music. Yeah. But yeah, but it was great.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I enjoyed myself.
Driving there was not fun because it's about 2 hours from here to Fort Worth. And then the traffic was horrible. And then driving home, because I think the show was over at midnight. And so we didn't get back home till about 2:30 a.m. Which is a little bit late. Yeah. For me. It was to be driving.
Really late. Yeah. We stopped by Whataburger afterwards and I was like, I don't want to get out of the car. I don't think I can handle walking in and out of the place. Let's just park.
Because we got there at like 4:30 to get there early for the VIP stuff.
Which we were very early.
Yeah. Well, it said
less stress. Yes. Unnecessary stress getting there.
Yes. So we were plenty early, but we were basically there on our feet from like 4:30 to midnight.
Right. Yes.
So I was pretty tired by the time we
were. Yeah, that was a long time.
It was a long time
on our feet. No wonder my dogs were killing me.
Well, yeah, awesome. Well, I got obviously clips going through all of this, but I kind of thought it'd be interesting to people might want to hear your thoughts on the show, the Big Rock Show.
It was great. I highly suggest anybody who has a chance to go see him in person because I think he has a really good ear and a really good knack. And I don't know who picks his opening acts or what, but he has a really good eye for talent. And the last one we went to. The band that he had open for him last time was really great. I enjoyed
Native How.
Yes, and they had a banjo player, and it was just really perfectly eclectic for that genre of style, but new, still kind of new sound. So I like that. I enjoyed that too. Aiden liked that. Yeah, he liked the name. He goes, they have those banjo players like that. As soon as he came out with the banjo, I was like, what is okay, this is cool. Like, because beforehand, whenever they were testing all the mics, and this was last year's performance, January's performance, he was playing the banjo. He came. I didn't realize it was the banjo player. I thought it was just a tech guy. And he started playing Rainbow Connection on the banjo, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be a great show." I was like, that was really cool. He did that. He just played a little ding 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 ding, and that was his tuning, like
just a sound check.
Just a sound check. I thought that was really neat. So.
brought destruction. Construction. The field, the bodies burning, and the war machine keeps turning. Hatred till mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Forward! Judgment God is calling. On the knees, the wall pigs crawling. Mercy for their sin. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Forward!
Zakk has a really good eye for talent, so no matter who opens for him, you're going to be entertained. I think he does a really good job.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was a great birthday present. So
happy birthday!
Thank you. Pretty awesome. And I got some
Can't
stuff
wait till
signed.
mine. See,
Yeah.
Alter Bridge again.
Ooh.
No.
We get VIP backstage passes, Alter Bridge.
That'd be fine, I guess. You'd have to take Nicholas. It'd be a Nicholas birthday.
It's
25, 25, 25. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our Zakk Sabbath experience. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation.
That's right.
So excited. So many animals.
I know. So little time.